Quick little update on the Jon Boat, the Lumacraft 1648 that I got back around right before Christmas, I think. Got a killer deal on it. I've done a lot of work to it. I've done most of it on my own. I did have some help with some measurements. That's next. I can't read a tape measure. It's like whatever. I'm super proud of it because I think it's about the only thing that I've built with my hands besides websites or video editing or graphic design, like nerd stuff that I do, that I'm kind of proud of. Some of it's a little cricket, but you know, it's all good. So I want to give you an update. As you know from the post that I've had a couple days ago, if you follow me or whatever, I just got it wrapped. I got it wrapped 3 days ago, and the thing is, like, I called Kevin at the Printing Path. They're in Hickory, North Carolina, and they are freaking amazing. If you ever want to wrap truck, car, boat, bicycle, motorcycle, the Printing Path in Hickory, North Carolina is your jam because they are super quick. Their printers are awesome. They use 3M vinyl material. I guess it's vinyl. It's got 3M on the back. I know that, so you know it's good stuff. Called him 3 weeks ago and I was getting a quote just to see how much it would be for my Jon Boat. I wasn't really gonna wrap it. I was just curious. He told me the price. I'm like, dude, can you do it? And he called me the day before he was coming up to wrap another buddy's boat. It took me about 30 minutes to design it. And then I had to get it to him before 12 o'clock. He comes down the next day, wraps another guy's boat. He knocks mine out on Friday, which was super cool, and it's super clean. I put, all my sponsors on there. I've got, the Dude Let's Fish. It's the Dude Let's Fish wrap. Just super proud of the boat. I still got work to do on the, I'm probably going to paint the trailer black. I've already got the wheels blinged out, you know what I'm saying? You'll see me rolling up in the boat ramp, be like, damn, boy. So this ain't about the wrap. It's about the Jon Boat. Whole update on the Jon Boat, the Lumacraft 1648. I'm just going to go through what all I've done to it thus far, and I'm not done. Like a guy said on Instagram, it's never done. And he's right. It's never done. So let's check this out. What I did was, I've got the 3/4 or 1.5 inches. I think it's the insulation, whatever, the pink boards or whatever. I put that up underneath the decking, and I got the carpet at Lowe's. I got the plyboard at Lowe's and slapped it down. Me and Andy put that down. The next thing I did was the deck, which took me a little bit because the plyboard, and this is a huge deck. I mean, you can see, like, these rods are, one of them's a 7.4, so you can kind of get the idea on how big this deck is. You can fit 2 people up here comfortably, right? So I had to do 2 pieces of plyboard, and I think the seam is right in here. Yeah, it is, because you can lift it up and you can see the seam right there. And I had to put them together with those floor joists somethings. See, I can't talk carpentry work. I don't know what I'm talking about. Halfway know what I'm doing. I put 2 pieces of plyboard together to make this deck work, and so far it's been really good. Now, on all the wood on here, I water sealed. Okay, so the deck's water sealed. Anything that's on here that's wood is water sealed, and you can paint. I heard you could paint the wood and that will seal it. And then I use like the Gorilla Glue spray adhesive, works really good on this. Some places are coming up. If I was you, I would use the stuff in the can to where you have to spackle it on. That's a little bit more stronger. Next time, that's what I will do. The back I done not too long ago. I went ahead and knocked out the back. My uncle actually cut me out some lids that are aluminum. I haven't put them on yet, but they are a lot thicker than this. This is the original that came on it, okay? So I went ahead and carpeted these, and there's the live well. I went ahead and carpeted those just for now until I need to replace them with the aluminium. And the next thing that I did was put this little front piece on here. I put that on there because I was planning to put a stereo in there like I did. That stereo cost $65 and it came with the speakers, and it sounds pretty good. That was the next step I did, and then I went ahead and put this wood up in there, like you can see right in there, so it's just not so hollow looking or incomplete looking or whatever. It's just a couple of pieces of scrap plyboard that I had and just kind of filled that in a little bit. The next thing I did after that is these sideboards. I put these sideboards on, I think it's 5/16 inch. It's not a 1/2 inch, I don't know, maybe 3/16, something. It's thinner than what's on the floor and on the deck. But I put those in just to kind of fill it in a little bit, you know, make it look complete, which it does. You don't have the aluminum or anything else showing. I got wires behind there that's ran up front. And then what I did with the trolling motor, which I put a Minn Kota power drive, and I heard mixed reviews on it, and they're right. It's a great trolling motor, don't get me wrong, but if you're going to have a transducer on a power drive trolling motor, you're not going to like it. If you want to use it for trolling and you got your transducer in the back of the boat, it's perfect. It's got a little remote control, and you sit on the back of the boat and rock and roll with it and do whatever. But for somebody that has a transducer, I wouldn't advise getting it. So I bought this Minn Kota Edge. It's a 45-pound thrust. It's really all you need, and it pushes this Jon Boat really good, even in the wind. I mean, it's just you put it on 5 and you're good to go. The trolling motor, the Edge. I'm probably going to get a recessed trolling motor pedal. I actually screwed that down, so I just get tired of it flopping around or whatever. I actually made this little mount for the trolling motor just so it kind of fits over the edge right here. As you can see, it's nice and flush with it. It'll go over and it doesn't hit the side. So I just kind of made that out of scrap wood, went ahead and put some carpet on it, and that was good to go, and it works, and it's awesome. I started adding depth finders to it. This is a Hummingbird 718, and it's just a down, like a 2D. It's nothing fancy. It shows me the water temperature and how deep I am. This one is for sale. This is Ed Logren's. I'm using it until I can sell it or get me some other ones, but right now it's on my boat and he's cool with it. This one right here is my other Hummingbird I have up front. It's an 1199. It's got down imaging, side imaging, 2D. It's got GPS. It's a newer, I think it's like a 15 or a 16 or something. Great screen. It looks good on the front of the boat. I mean, it's just a honking big graph. This one is for sale too, and it is my buddy Ed Logren's. If you don't know Ed, he fishes on the Bassmaster Elite Tour. And on this $11.99 I have here, I've got these balls out mounts, which are killer. I like them. They lock, and they really don't go anywhere once you lock them in. And when I'm towing the boat, I always flatten them, lay this flat, just so no bugs hit it or whatever, and just kind of tighten it up. They're not going anywhere on this. I like this mount. And I also have another one for the back that I haven't put on yet because I don't have like a big enough graph to really, that one's fine the way it is. Thing I did was these little Yeti side saddles, side packs, whatever. They're waterproof, and they have Velcro on the back of them, and they stick right on the sideboards. There's my other one. So I've got 2 of them on here, and these things they're actually kind of cool. You just open them up like that, and you can put your wallet. I've got my drone in one, and I've got some other stuff. I usually keep my wallet. And here's another cool thing: the live well. It's a working live well. It works. It holds water. I've got a Odyssey battery back here. That's a really kick-ass battery, and it takes forever to go dead. I've got a 3-gallon gas tank that I just filled up that goes with the Mercury. I've got my paddles in here. There's my live well, plumbing. This is and I have a video when I got this motor, and it's a 2020 Mercury 9.9, and it's a great motor. Very impressive with this motor. I got my bilge pump. My bilge is over there, and my live well pump is over there. And this is the juice back here. This is how it runs and everything. It's what makes everything happen. This compartment right here is on the back as well, right next to the live well. This is a complete mess. Like all these wires, there's wires everywhere in here going which way another. They're like duct taped, and they got wire nuts and this and that, but I'll keep like life jackets, some wet wipes for, some watermelon and strawberries, and or my dry storage box and some baits, whatever. I got some rain gear in there. This is probably the next thing I'm gonna do, especially like in the winter when I can have it inside and I'm not worried about fishing. This is like the control panel. All this came on here except for that light. This whole control panel, like everything, this is how I got it. And it's got an aerator deal right here. It's on a timer, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna end up replacing all this and probably put like a switch panel in there with some USB ports, blah blah blah. Got my fire extinguisher over there. I've got this throw cushion right here that my buddy from Throw Raft sent me, and they retail at $150 or $120, something like that. That will be the only one that you'll ever need to buy. You don't have to worry about the big old square throw cushion flopping around in the bottom of the boat, and you get pulled over because nobody wants to have their throw cushion out all the time, and the game warden's like, where's your throw cushion? Well, it's in the back in the compartment. Well, you need to have it out because it's the law. This one's always out. All you gotta do is rip this off and throw it out. Like I've got it velcroed on. You just pull it off and throw it out. If somebody needs a throw cushion, which, whatever. So this is the back of the boat. It's pretty much stock, like it came. We've got these trim tabs on here. I'm probably gonna paint them black. That's my wine cork plug for the live wells. I really like that. I like that blue. The trailer is another thing that I'm going to be working on before it gets cold. Probably in the fall I'll end up painting it black or something like that. I've got my rims. I got them not too long ago, and I got them off of I forget what the website was, but they were like $200, which is really good deal. That's about it. And like the other deal is like up here on the storage compartment right here, I've got all my tackle in there. That's a pretty decent size storage compartment. I need to paint the wood, keep it from looking like wood, but not really worried about it. But I've got right many boxes in there, so, and the cool thing is I got a light in there too, so when I'm fishing at night. And there's another thing I forgot to tell you about. See, I put lights on here. Got these from TH Marine. My boy Luke Duncan hooked me up, but check these out. These are kind of cool for like night fishing and whatever. These are really bright. I know they're kind of hard to tell in the video, but at nighttime they will light up big time. They will light up the sky. And then I've got this one back here that kind of helps. That one's on. That helps, and it will light up the whole floorboard right here. And I've also got one back here that shines in the water at night, just to give it that little flare and be like, oh look, here comes dude, let's fish. They see me come. And I've got my running lights up here, which love them. You don't have to worry about a pole, putting your pole in, taking it out, yada yada yada. You just turn your lights on and there they are. So right there you have it. That's the kind of walkthrough on the Jon Boat on what I've done with it so far. And like I said, I got it in December. It's June. It's taken me a little bit, but it was a good project, and it's still a project. I'm still going to be doing stuff to it. Then I'm going to paint the trailer before it gets too cold, and then I'm going to work on all my electronic stuff when it's like really cold. Have it inside the garage and crank some heat on, and have some Tyler Childers playing, some Metallica, Pantera, something like that. Appreciate y'all watching this video. Go ahead and give me a like. And if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to me, because I'll have more videos like this coming out. Fishing videos. I'm gonna start doing some tutorials. Dude, name that riff. That's it. Catch you guys on that flip flop.